wrote Thomas to John. At Uffington, on the hillside, they have a white horse. They've cut away sods and exposed all the chalk. And as that's thy business, we've got to talk. It's got to be bigger, it's got to be better. Broader in acres, a real Yorkshire horse. Yes, chalk was John's business at village school, and surveyor of land with chain and with rule. And talk they did, and aye, John would give it a go. So Thomas sent plans on London coach. John got on with a job, and in next to no time, galloped white horse above, broadest in acres in land. Now that was the start of Kilburn's long ride, to keep horse from falling all the way down hillside after Thomas went off to Australia. But Kilburn folk are tough and strong, and won't hear a word of failure, and they're still raising money to pay for its keep, so why not give 'em a hand? So it stays looking grand, well groomed and galloping, pride of the land. John Hodgson's song. I am John Hodgson, and master at school, my business surveying by chain and by rule, just the right man for Tom Taylor's plan, to draw and to cut on roast and scar, a horse to be white, the biggest by far. It's got to be biggest, it's got to be best, 'cause it is a Yorkshire horse. A Yorkshire horse, a Yorkshire horse, the white horse at Kilburn, a Yorkshire horse. It's got to be biggest, it's got to be best, 'cause it is a Yorkshire horse. From Richmond to York, folks will stare across Vale and wonder at white horse on hillside so pale. On every map, in every book, then they'll journey to Kilburn to have a close look. It's got to be biggest, it's got to be best, 'cause it is a Yorkshire horse. A Yorkshire horse, a Yorkshire horse, the white horse at Kilburn, a Yorkshire horse. It's got to be biggest, it's got to be best, 'cause it is a Yorkshire horse. So now, John Rowley, you're a great big lad, the biggest in class, so thou should be glad that I've chosen thee to measure and mark, where men are to cut with spades so sharp the sod to the rock to make the white horse. It's got to be biggest, it's got to be best, 'cause it is a Yorkshire horse. A Yorkshire horse, a Yorkshire horse, the white horse at Kilburn, a Yorkshire horse. It's got to be biggest, it's got to be best, 'cause it is a Yorkshire horse. From Kilburn high and Kilburn low came men with spades to have a go, to clear Ralston Scar from stop to stop, and children from school came to help with the job. And as they worked, they sang the white horse song. It's got to be biggest, it's got to be best, 'cause it is a Yorkshire horse. A Yorkshire horse, a Yorkshire horse, the white horse at Kilburn, a Yorkshire horse. It's got to be biggest, it's got to be best, 'cause it is a Yorkshire horse. Well, when it was cut in double quick time, we finished it off with a thick coat of lime. Then we each raised a glass in toast to the horse, a toast to Tom Taylor and his big idea. Then we and the children all gave a loud cheer. Hooray! Hooray! And sang, it's got to be biggest, it's got to be best, 'cause it is a Yorkshire horse. A Yorkshire horse, a Yorkshire horse, the white horse at Kilburn, a Yorkshire horse. It's got to be biggest, it's got to be best, 'cause it is a Yorkshire horse.
The white horse of Kilburn. They come from near and far to sit upon his eye and stand upon his back on the hill so steep and high. Flying out of John Hodgson's brilliant mind, inspired by Harrison Weir's artistic pen, it took Tom Taylor to land you here in the ancient limestone of wind-mocked Rollston Scar Cliff. 32 laboured to craft you, driven by the very soul of creation. They gave you the gift of witness from this hill, and you've seen an awful lot, and are not left alone. Your fine legs are pinned to the side of Yorkshire, and these tykes have mounted you and whitewashed you, drawn on you out of loneliness, abused and treasured you. The rough days have flitted across your face, and the sun caressed your back. Lovers have tried you on for size, and the skies have opened up over you. What wars, what landscaped wounds have passed you by. Soldiers of God have marched on below you to stop your great heart hurting. They hid you from the Nazis, covered up your hay-lashed feelings. Still, we'll look after you, knowing that you live on for future boys and girls, while we turn to rubble in Kilburn churchyard, our eyes burnt out, our pulsing hearts closed. White horse, white days and nights, white Yorkshire rose in a colourful world. This great steed belongs to all the universe. I do believe that John saw that, and we'll continue to feed this horse's lovely spirit, and through its grace grow beautiful ourselves.
Tales of the White Horse of Kilburn. From the Forester's Arms with its galloping ales, I swear I saw a white horse stagger, past Ragged Way and Little Acre, and come to rest under the scar where gliders sneak and hover. The horse with half a tail and belly full of black sheep ale lay white amongst the grass and counted every train that passed, until it fell asleep and dreamed white horses of the past. It dreamed of G.K. Chesterton with Alfred and his vision of the king, and placed their tale in the White Horse Vale, where chiefs tanked up with white horse ale and told their brave night tales. But me, I came by plane to Gatwick, then by train, counting stations on the way, alighting soon at Thirsk, taxi cab to Kilburn, where I quenched a raging thirst. From the cottage where I board, I swear I saw a knight with sword leap on the horse's back and gallop towards the railway track. They spun around the Devil's Leap, where villagers ran after them in their sleep, and farmers chased them in a jeep. Next morning at English breakfast, it was on the news at 7, Kilburn's white horse had made it down to Devon. Horses were born to roam, they can't be fixed in clay or stone, they are mobile like your phone, with souls that can't be owned. Now white horses own the farms, and drink at night in the Forester's Arms, and tell strange tales of humankind. I guess it helps them to unwind.